When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive into the pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Just inside the 35 at their own 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. listen to the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap before the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Lining up to convert third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle, it's Randall. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Good completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing them out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Randall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Release to the back. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He gets a hand on it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap and you're worried about the hold. But that time, they just overwhelmed the line out front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st down from the 40. 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the move, it's Adams. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
On the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the first. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He caught him. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Haynes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. unleashes one deep. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The inside handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Klubnik. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
You cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw again. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores. And now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall.